Greetings viewers and subscribers. So in our journey today, we are still in the parish of St. Elizabeth. We are starting at Brompton and we are heading towards Westmoreland. Sit back, relax and drive with me. Now, yesterday, I put out a question and I told you to ask yourselves, what am I doing to aid or assist in the fight against crime in Jamaica? In the afternoon yesterday, I got this voice note. I'm gonna play a snippet of it. Here goes.
Yeah, Popeye. Yeah, man, in a real life, there now is it. Yeah, man, the car owner is it. It's enough fight time, yo. When I feel like, say, on the program, I solve crime and something there. You know, I solve no crime, you know. You know, on the program, I do create more crime, is it?
No, that voice note is from a man. We spoke about him on the weekend, and we are gonna tell you some more about what this voice note is about. You're gonna want to stick around for it. Very, very interesting. But first up, now you remember yesterday we carried a story about Mr. Clarence Lawson. We told you that he was killed in a traffic accident. Now we have some corrections to make about that incident. Firstly, the accident did not occur along the Cave Main Road like we said yesterday. It occurred along the Cave Hill Main Road, not on the Cave Main Road. So the Cave Hill Main Road would be when you go Cave Crossing and you go up in the hills. It took place, like we said, Monday morning, January 10th, 2022. The second correction is this. Mr. Clarence Lawson was not 53 years old like we said yesterday. Mr. Lawson was 60 years old. Monday coming, January 17th, he would be celebrating his 61st birthday. So that is another correction. We had left out some important details in this accident yesterday because we told you about Mr. Lawson who died, as also one of his passengers who was injured. But what we are learning is that also other persons were injured in this accident. So here is what took place Monday morning. Mr. Lawson, he was driving a Toyota Lightest minibus. A Toyota Isis motorcar was traveling in front of him. Mr. Lawson, it is said, was coming down the Cave Hill very fast. He was in the process of negotiating a corner when he failed to negotiate the corner properly. As a result, he hit into the back of the Toyota Isis motorcar. He then lost control of the Toyota Lightest and then hit a tree on the other side of the road. The vehicle that he was driving then overturned. So it was not a vehicle that was coming in the opposite direction that he hit into. He actually hit into a tree. As a result of this accident, all the occupants of the Toyota Isis motorcar, as well as Mr. Lawson, who was in the Lightest, and his passenger, they were all injured. We are also learning that a pedestrian, he also received serious injuries. So the occupants of the car, the Toyota Isis, as well as the occupants of the Toyota Lightest, as also the pedestrian, they were all taken to the Lamar Hospital, where Mr. Lawson, he was pronounced DEAD. Now we are hoping that the other persons who were injured in this accident, we are hoping that everyone pulled through. The pedestrian, we are told that he also received a broken leg. So let's hope that everyone will pull through. Also, yesterday, we told you about 3 men who were killed. We told you that they had gone to Providence Heights in St. James. Well, they actually went to Adelphi Drive, Providence Heights in St. James. This incident, we told you, it took place Monday night. They went to Providence Heights in a Nissan AD wagon motorcar. It is said that another car with 4 men aboard met up with them. They had a brief conversation and the 4 men in the other car, they brandished gun and opened fire on them. All 3 men, it is suspected that they died on the spot. Now, we told you yesterday that they were unidentified. Now, we have since gotten the names for 2 of the men. One of them, his name is Kevin Williams. He was 33 years old. It is said that he lived at a place named Alamanda Avenue in Kingston 11. The other man, his name is Akeem Bentley. He's 25 years old and he's said to be an electrician. He lived at Poinciana Avenue, Tower Hill in Kingston 6. The third man, we haven't yet gotten his name. So like we told you yesterday, that it was suspected that all three men are from Kingston, it is confirmed. We are learning that their relatives went to Montego Bay yesterday and identified them. As soon as we get more details, you know, we are going to be bringing them to you. I've been talking about this from the other day. Store owners in Lamar. There are some guys going around and robbing store owners in Lamar. The latest robbery we're learning about, it took place yesterday, Tuesday, January 11th, 2022, sometime in the afternoon. It took place on the Inting Plaza, right in the middle of Lamar. It took place at a phone store which is situated on the upstairs of the plaza. Now, what we are learning is that the owner for the store and maybe one or two customers were inside of the store when a hoodlum, he was dressed in a grey hoodie and wearing a mask. That hoodlum, he entered the store and brandished a gun. He held up the store owner and he robbed a number of cellular phones, laptops, and other gadgets. This hoodlum, he then made good his escape. We are told that the value of what was stolen is hundreds of thousands of dollars. So these hoodlums, they are going around either on motorbikes or in motor cars and they are robbing business owners. I am imploring you, business owners, to put some type of access control in place. You know what is meant by access control? Ensure that anybody you are letting into your store, you are buzzing them in. It is not too expensive. Ensure that you put on buzzer on your door. Ensure that you have your camera system in place. So you have your camera system at the front of your door. Somebody come up and want to be let in. The person have on a mask and have on a hoodie. If you don't trust them, ensure that they take off the mask and the hoodie. Look into the camera before you allow them inside of your store. You have to go start do these things to protect yourselves. Ensure, firstly, that you have a good camera system in place. Secondly, access control. Ensure that anybody coming in, you are the ones letting them in. The days when you have your doors wide open and anybody can just walk in and walk out. There are some exceptions, you know. But I'm talking about you have your store. Most of the times, is you alone or a customer come inside. You have to go put things in place. It's going to cost a little bit of money, but in the long run, it will benefit you. I am imploring not only business owners, but residents. Camera system used to be very expensive in the past. It is not so expensive nowadays. Put camera systems in place. If most residents living on a street or an avenue, and you have your camera system up, we don't talk about no one person here so and one over there. So we are talking about everybody. Trust me. Trust me. It will assist with the crime problem. Just try what I said and see if it doesn't work. Now, that store owner that was robbed yesterday, luckily, he was not harmed. But another person who was robbed was not so lucky. This robbery, it took place along the Bluefields main road. Bluefields in the parish of Westmoreland. It took place broad daylight yesterday afternoon, Tuesday, January 11th, 2022, about some minutes after 12 midday. For those who know the Bluefields main road, there's a little place there that they call the garden. Now, what we are learning is that this young man, he was walking along the roadway with a female. Whilst walking, they were approached by 4 men. It is said that these men, they were armed with knives. The man is reporting that at least one of the men robbed him of his cellular phone, then used a knife to juke him in his abdomen. The 4 men, they then made good their escape. This man, who received the stab wounds, he was rushed to a nearby hospital by the police, where he was admitted in a serious condition. We are also learning that at least one of the hoodlums, he has been identified as Tuffy from Brighton in Westmoreland. Now Tuffy, Your name has been called in this incident. You need to go to the Bluefields police station and hand over yourself. Your name has been called. This man is in hospital in a serious condition. We are hoping that he stays alive. But Tuffy, go give up yourself to the police. Now, at the start of the video, we played you a snippet of a voice note. We are now going to play it in its entirety. And we want you to listen to what this young man is saying. Now, let me give you a background. You remember that on the weekend, we carried a story where we carried two stories about Devon Dunn. He was popularly known as DAMION or BROWNMAN. Now, early Saturday morning, January 8th, 2022, BROWNMAN, he was found at a place named Eaton in Hanover. He had received 4 gunshot wounds to his head. A car which BROWNMAN was driving the night before, it was found down the road about half a mile from where DAMION was found. From all indication, persons took BROWNMAN to Eaton, where they took him out. The persons were then trying to escape in the car, but it crashed down the road. So they jumped out of the car and made good their escape. Now, we had said that the car that was found down the road, we had said that it was owned by one of Damion's friends. We also told you that the day before, DAMION was seen in the car. And it is said that the night before, about 11 p.m., the Friday night, DAMION was seen driving the car. We also told you that the owner for the car, his brother, some time ago, had broken into DAMION's mother's shop. We told you that the guy who broke into the shop, he was sent to jail for a while. And he come back. Listen to the voice note. And when the voice note is finished, I'm gonna say something else. Here goes.
Yeah, Popeye. Yeah, man, in a real life, but there I know is it. Yeah, man, the car owner is it. It's enough high time, yo. When I feel like, say, on the program, I solve crime and something there. You know, I solve no crime, you know. You know, on the program, I do create more crime, is it? Because me, they are innocent now, and you have some people that take some fake news. You see me, I say? People that take some fake news. And when I get a fake news, them and put you out in the media, you know what that can do? You know what that can do, don't? I saw you go, man, you see me? So, hear me, I say now. True, because my brother break into Damien mother shop, see? My brother wrong for do that, don't? And when I break a place, we got a person, don't? So why the reason why me I go set up Damien life? Tell me the reason why. If I am a murderer and a robber, you got a prison. And that's the right game, and that I believe in it. You see me, I say? I don't believe in a no criminal element. You see me? BROWNMAN, I'm a friend. I will never sell out my friend, and I will never be a friend killer. You see me, I say? From my heart that here. So, and the rest of the world and the media, we have it to feel some know about it. Thank you, man, and welcome, you see me? I say the world goes a crazy world, you see me? So, when I go and feel some involved, once me know, say, there's a God up above, and the Almighty up above know, say, yo, me innocent in this. I'm not too worry about it, man, because the words can break me down, you know. Words just make me stronger and know, say, yo, it's a wicked world we live in here. Like Jesus. I say, oh, Jesus there and take care of everybody. And then kill him and murder him, don't. And then feed me and then kill him and murder him, see me and me that. So people always tear me down. I give thanks to the kids them, you see me? And my real G, my real friend always there around, you see me? You see me? Them are real people in the world. One of the big sensible people is one of the big and sensible. One of the sensible man, one of the intelligent done, says it. And me will forever miss BROWNMAN, because I'm a G. I'm a hard clean against the youth. Yeah. Father God know best, and Father God there and he see everything. So let's go and big up a program still, man. Me there go and hold them and hold the pain. Because from my born, me I feel pain. You see me? From my born, me I feel pain, daddy. Yeah, so watch out the program, you see the bag of impact where they come off of me. And the bag of bad comments them True, because my brother break the youth mother shop. Me do set up a youth. Oh God. Oh God, man. Oh God. It's a go on with the pain, bro, God. Crazy.
So, you heard what the person on the voice note said. Actually, his name is Jermaine. Now, Jermaine, the little fake news thing the way you start off with. You start off wrong, my G. You start off wrong. Because you have just confirmed all that I said on the weekend. You have confirmed that your brother actually broke into BROWNMAN mother's shop. You have also confirmed that you and BROWNMAN are friends. We said BROWNMAN was in your car, and that is a fact. Where is the fake news? We said that it's one of two things. When you reported that your car was driven away by DAMION, we said it is one of two things. You're either speaking the truth or you're lying. Is that the fake news? Because we don't know. It is actually one of two things. You're either speaking the truth, and we had said that if you are speaking the truth, that's another matter. We had also said if you are lying, what would be your motivation for lying? We did not accuse you of anything. We stated the facts. We cannot control the judgment that people are gonna form. And Jermaine, if this had happened to somebody else, what would you be thinking? Be honest. If it was somebody else who you know, and you were not the person involved, what would you be thinking? At the end of the day, people are gonna form judgment. And up until now, Sir Jermaine, up until now, I am not accusing you of killing BROWNMAN or knowing about his death. All I am simply doing is stating the facts. We know say you're upset, and anybody would be upset, because if you know that you are not involved, and when you read the comments that some persons are saying that you are involved, anybody would be upset. But no come at me with the little fake news thing there. Don't do that. Please, no come at me with that one there. Because we don't put out fake news. You have confirmed, like we said, that everything that we said is true. We did not accuse you of anything. And up until now, we are not going to be accusing you of anything. We have heard many stories. We have been sent many text messages. Persons defending you and persons against you. Jermaine, the police are investigating. My hope is that if you are innocent, you will be, well, you have not been accused of anything. So I won't say exonerated. But if you are innocent, I am hoping that the police find out that you are innocent and no action is taken against you. But Jermaine, if you know about it, if you are not innocent, I am hoping that the police find the evidence and you'll be sent to prison. Simple as that. And I am still not accusing you of anything. I'm just stating a fact. Jermaine, bless up yourself. Now, if you are here and you have been watching this video so far, if you have not yet hit on the like button, remember to hit on it. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, remember, hit on the subscribe button, as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all, so that you'll be notified as soon as we have uploaded a new video. By tomorrow, Thursday, we are expected to be over 57,000 subscribers. We are growing. Yeah man, we are growing. So grow with us. Ensure that you tell a friend to tell a friend. Now in the final story for today, Montego Bay. Did you see or did you realize that the United States State Department, they have issued a travel advisory against Jamaica? Yeah man, it's upgraded to level 4. One of the reasons for the travel advisory, they are saying, is the COVID-19, because COVID is still up in Jamaica. The other reason for the travel advisory is the crime. The release, it warned citizens of the United States not to visit some areas in Jamaica. Kingston is one, I think Clarendon is the other, or is it Spanish Town? But Montego Bay is the third one on the list. Pretty soon, Based on what is happening, Westmoreland might soon be on that list. But Montego Bay is on the list because of the atrocities that are taking place in Montego Bay. It's now at level 4. Now, what we understand, is that if it go up to level 5, if it reach level 5, Google it, and you will see what will happen if it reach level 5. Just Google it and check it out. So this incident, it took place yesterday morning, Tuesday, January 11th, 2022, about some minutes after 11 o'clock. It took place at a place named Bottom Melbourne, Montego Bay, in the parish of St. James. Now, at Bottom Melbourne, you have heard about G-City, right? Yeah, man, G-City. Now, G-City, they are involved in lottery scamming and gun running. Once you hear about G-City, you're talking about gangsters. G-City, they can be found in places like Salt Spring, well, mostly in the Salt Spring area. Now, at Salt Spring, there are different areas. This area, named Bottom Melbourne, there's a faction of the G-City there. That faction, it was said to be controlled by a man named Mcaroy Wint. Mcaroy Wint is popularly known as Chin. He was 39 years old and he lived at same Bottom Melbourne. For the past few months, there has been reports that there's an infighting going on with G-City. If you go on the spot news media, you will hear him talking about it, about the infighting that's taking place and who are the players involved. So yesterday morning, residents of Bottom Melbourne, it is reported that they heard loud explosions sounding like gunshots. As a result, the police were called in. When the police went and made checks, Mcaroy Wint, popularly known as Chin, he was found suffering from gunshot wounds. He had gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body. He was subsequently taken to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced DEAD. Now, when this crime scene was processed, we are learning that 18 9mm spent shells along with 12 2.23 spent shells were recovered from the scene. Now, this is the first time you're gonna hear us talking about 2.23 spent shells. So most likely, a lot of us don't know which gun uses this caliber round. It's used in an AR-15 rifle. Yeah man, similar to the M16. So, the persons who went and took out Chin, they were armed with AR-15 and 9mm pistols. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.